Pickled onions without a drop of vinegar. Perfect. Let's go. I'll show you. Let's go. Hello friends. You're watching the Igda na Ogne channel. I promise to show you an interesting way to make pickled onions without vinegar. Its special feature is that it's without vinegar. Pickled but without vinegar. And it's amazing. Since there were a lot of comments saying show it under this video somewhere here, I'm showing it. First we need onions. I have about 600 grams of onions here. Well, in the end, there will be about 500 grams left after all the waste. I peeled it and I left one on purpose. Look, I peeled it just to show you. I always show this because, well, you need to know it. Always remove the top layer. I've already removed it there, but here, make sure to remove this top layer anyway. Because it gets thinner further in. On one side, it's almost like a film. And then when you use it, it'll just feel like you're chewing on cellophane and it won't chew properly. But you can use this layer for broth, for example. You can use the onion, slice it. You can cut it into half rings or lengthwise slices. Well, I like it when pickled onions are in rings. Well, if you want, you can also cut it into half rings. We try to slice it thinly so it marinates well. We ended up with a whole pile of onions like this. Now we put all these onions into some container and we need to sprinkle them with salt. I'll use about 2 teaspoons of salt. We have about 500 grams of onions here. 2 teaspoons of salt. Carefully, just like this. You don't need to press it too hard, so you don't break it. But you need to be careful so that the salt gets everywhere. Stir it. And we leave it for about 15 minutes so it releases its juice well. Alright, we've let it sit. Look at the onion. It's already really wet. It's become all soft and pliable. What do we need to do? Now we need to rinse it thoroughly with cold, just regular cold water. I'll pour in water and drain it a few times now. But if there's a faucet nearby, just use running water. Rinse it with running water, that'll be just right. I rinsed it thoroughly. I took a bigger container so it would be easier to mix. This way, we removed the excess bitterness. We've prepared it for marinating. It's softer now, kind of loosened up. Alright, let's continue. Now we need some parsley. We won't take too much parsley. I won't take the whole bunch. Well, I took about a third of the bunch. Now you need to chop it finely. Chop it up and add it to the onions. And now comes the most interesting part. What are we going to use for marinating if I said we won't have any vinegar? Well, of course, we could probably use lemon juice. Makes sense, right? Makes sense. But still, that's kind of boring. Will it work? It will. Will it be tasty? It will. Well, we'll use a secret ingredient to marinate. Sorrel. I have 10 sorrel leaves here. It contains oxalic acid, which will help us marinate the onion. But that's not all. Keep watching. We chop the sorrel finely, because if it's in large pieces, first of all, it won't release its acid. The acid that we need. Secondly, you'll end up with big pieces, and that's not what we want. It'll be too sour. It won't be balanced. The taste will be unbalanced. Chopped it up and added it to the onions. We added the sorrel. The second ingredient we'll use is often used for marinating in Middle Eastern cooking because it contains acid. This is sumac. It's an absolutely unique, cool, awesome spice. It's used a lot in Middle Eastern cooking. In Turkey they use it a ton. Basically it's sold at the market. You can buy it where they sell all sorts of spices. You can order it online. I wouldn't say it's really expensive, but it's worth it. It's a really cool thing. Here I have a good tablespoon of it. That's about 20 grams. Also, but this is optional, black pepper. Just a little bit. You don't have to add it, by the way, but I just like it, especially with kebabs, when there's some black pepper. 2 teaspoons of sugar. And about a teaspoon of salt. Since we rinsed it, most of the salt is gone. Now we mix all of this thoroughly. And this is already basically tasty. But there's still one ingredient left that will help us bind all of this together, combine it, and make it whole and delicious. Vegetable oil. You can use olive oil, I just like to keep it simple. I don't like to overpay, especially since it's so expensive. Just regular sunflower oil, refined, odorless. So it's not there to add any aroma, it's there to help bring out all the spices. 2 tablespoons. It turned out to be exactly 2 tablespoons. This gives us exactly what we need. Let's mix it one more time. You understand there are 2 types of acids here, oxalic and citric in sumac. And the taste becomes deeper because of this. It's richer. We leave all this for half an hour. Well, at least for half an hour. And then we'll come back and try what we've got. Friends, as those of you who watch the Yas Solidara channel know, my home has been destroyed. I've rented this place for 4 years. I set up a donation jar to raise money for a new home. The link is under the video. If you'd like to help, all info is there. Thank you so much to everyone who supports me. If you can't or don't want to, just leave comments. Share the video, repost it. That's also a way to help. Let's continue cooking. Half an hour has already passed. Here's how the onion looks. It's great. Now we're going to try it. Recently I put out a video. Well, I didn't. Basically, that's how it turned out. I didn't use any extra equipment. People started asking, where's the additional equipment? What's going on? Why? I won't watch without it, guys. Well, just for you. To your health. Editor. Let's take an onion. Monsieur Kulakova. Subtitle editor Sukiashvili, it's crunchy. There's no unpleasant onion aftertaste. It's amazing. You can find onions like this. You can just take it like this, even just put it on bread and eat it. It would be perfect with some shashlik. In short, the recipe is good and interesting. There's no vinegar. Many people worry that vinegar is harmful, but there's no vinegar here. Go ahead and make it. I think you'll like it. The longer it sits, the more it will infuse and the tastier it will get. I'll put the list of ingredients below, so cook, enjoy, and in return, give me likes, comments, and shares, and I'll bring you a new recipe. If anyone wants to support the channel financially, there's a payment option below for viewers abroad. Bye everyone.